Hi, how are you students? I am hopeful that all of you shall be fine and in a very good and smiling mood. Again, I am Mr. Sajjad Bacha, the teacher of English, and I am going to discuss English literature. And in English literature, the genre of poetry. And in poetry, we will discuss poetic devices. You know, in common day life, we say that presentation makes value. Presentation makes value. So the thing which is made or which is decorated, that is always attractive to the people. So poetic, it is used for the poetry, and there are more than thousands of definitions of the word poetry, but the best definition is made by John Keats when he says that poetry is best words in best order, while prose is words in order. So poetry is the expression of thoughts, ideas, emotion, feelings, or intellectual thoughts by using words consisted of rhythm and musicality. So poetic device means tools. As you know that being human, when we want to decorate ourselves, so we go for the use of different types of tools and devices such as creams, perfumes, etc. etc. So the same is the case with poetry. The device is used by poets for clarification of shape, ideas and thoughts. Ideas, thoughts, concepts, these are abstract in nature, and these abstract ideas are properly understood by the learners when the poetic devices are used by the poet to elaborate and explain it for the learners. These are called ornamental tools. Ornamental tools means that these are beautification tools, these are enhancement tools. There are used 27 poetic devices in poetry, and every type of poetry has the application and the use of poetic devices according to its nature. As we have already studied that there are two major types of poetry. One is called romantic poetry. Romantic poetry is subjective in nature. It has the place for emotions, for feelings and tranquility and transportation, and the other is called classical poetry. Classical poetry means which is based on rules, regulation, and its core aim is teaching. So, in the poetic devices, the first one is called alliteration. Alliteration is the device in which opening sound is repeated to enhance musical tempo. So, this alliteration is a device used by the poets in which every second word is beginning with the same sound, and this repetition is there just to enhance the musical tempo. For example, warm, very woman of the world. So the sound of W is repeated, and this repetition is called alliteration. Or political, power, play. So P is repeated. This is called alliteration. So alliteration means the repetition of the same sound, the repetition of the same beginning sound in other words. Then second one is called metaphor. Meta means away, for means reality. The device of direct comparison between two different things means two different things have been compared without using the word is or like, because is and like are used in simile, which is another poetic device which we will explain in the coming lectures. Example of metaphor: love is a battlefield. Love is a battlefield. You know that love is something else, battlefield is something else. So the comparison is direct, but battlefield is different, love is different. And hope is the thing with feathers. It is also a metaphor. The third one is personification. Personification, it is derived from the word persona. Persona means costume. Costume means dress. And this word persona also means the character which performs on the stage. So a poetic device in which the qualities of living beings are awarded to non-living beings. Personification is a poetic device used by the poets to clear the concepts of the reader. For the clarification of the concepts of the reader, they go for the use of personification. It means that they produce the non-living objects in front the mental eyes of the readers as a living being. The examples are: the clouds wept on the death of Alexander. Now, dear students, you know that weeping is the quality of living human beings and clouds are non-living beings. So, these non-living clouds have been awarded the quality of living beings, and that's why they have been related with weeping. The second one, the flowers smile and dance in merriment. You know that flowers don't smile, it's a quality of human being. Dance, it's a quality of human being. But these qualities have been awarded to the flowers. So these flowers are personified. So dear students, these are the poetic devices, and this is first lecture or first video. You are requested to subscribe the channel. You are requested to like the channel, because I'll try my level best to prepare very informative videos for all the students, because I am a student myself. Thank you very much.